How we doing, guys? Happy hump day. Another day through the market. We are halfway through the week. It has been a long one. It's probably one of the first times I felt like it's like long days in the market the last couple of days. A lot of chop. Really had to have a lot of patience, find the opportunities that were there, but you know, sometimes the market just doesn't want to play, and today we learned why it's best to stay away. Pretty quick, straightforward video today. I did hit my opening play pretty well, and that was our goal yesterday was to stick to those three: the opening play, that midday turnaround, and then leave everything alone till close. The open and the close I did well. I didn't trade during the turnaround, but that second play caught me chasing. I definitely saw it in my trades today, and it was another one of those like, fuck, I didn't think I hit that many entries, but I did. I'm really getting frustrated, and I'm really getting at that point where it's like, I know what's going on. I'm so frustrated just because it's like, all right, I just got to stop with these little things, and we're right there. It feels like we're kind of at that turning point, but at that wall that you just got to kick down and really commit and stay disciplined and really see the profits start coming. So that being said, let's jump right on into it. We just traded SPY today. We did a good job with that. Show our opening play here real quick. I did actually miss on my first entry. It was a repeat of what kind of happened yesterday, but with a way tighter range. SPY came down and stopped on the 200 pretty immediately. And then we did see a support bounce back up. Again, in these first 3 minutes, SPY is very volatile. I like to kind of see what the second candle does to show a confirmation. And it did on the break above the EMA here. So I got in quick. My problem is by the time the candle had wicked, it was so close to the top that it kicked me right back out. This is me just needing to nail down timing. I didn't feel like I did anything too wrong. What I will note is I only bought one contract, so that shows my confidence wasn't there because I was doing good of buying at least two to trying to increase to 3 to 5 this coming week. So right on the flip, we did a good job watching it flip, staying patient for a minute, letting it come back to an entry, and then we took a two contract entry here. And this one was another example of when I'm playing to a plan, it really plays out right. It dumped right down here. I took a trim at resistance, and this is where I got stuck. I do need to note for my own personal is I'm seeing that I'm just not holding through a move, and it's causing a lot of what my issue was. I'll show you right after the second trade of these tight entries with tight stops and trying to catch the move immediately rather than letting myself breathe a little, realizing not every entry is going to be a perfect entry, and just letting the chart actually play out as long as you really are getting a read on your technicals. So here we did a good job entering on the 9 EMA break, stopped at resistance, and when it wicked back up, I definitely needed to be almost like talked off a ledge here because I was like, all right, well, I'm already at above my 10% goal. What do I want to do here? Because I always stop myself out going back to even. And I just needed to hear, just breathe, hold it for a minute. Everything's in a downtrend. There's nothing indicating you should get out. It's one candle going halfway. And you know, we were able to stay in the trade a bit longer and collect the full move. What I will say is it just really was an indicator to me that I still am not having the confidence in my own plays to let anything go against me. It was just too obvious how quickly after I collected the first gains, how unwilling I was to let the second run. Knowing that if I put a stop at my entry, that's been stopping me out a lot recently, but also I don't want to I don't want to let this winner become a loser. So getting that management, getting that confidence, it's just something I really want to keep working on and nail down. What I did next isn't how that's going to happen. I went right back into the over trading. What I will say is, unlike the other day where I just, was slapping hotkeys and didn't even realize how much I was over trading, I know I kept trying to catch the second play to set myself up to leave it. I know that mindset was part of why my stops were so tight, but after, I miss once, maybe twice, I just got to let it go and say, hey, I didn't get the second play. Let's not burn our winnings away. Because after that first loss and then recovery trade for our opening, I was still in a good green position. But then I went ahead and gave it back, trying to catch every downtrend here. I believe I had one winning trade, but mostly a lot of those $5, $10 tight stop losers. I noticed it pretty quickly and said, all right, fuck it, I'm done. This is just turning straight into chop. I did a great job of cutting myself off at trading at 9 and just said, okay, I'm done. I spent an extra hour chasing my second play that should have been one trade. And it's the reason why I lost today. It's really frustrating as I came in with a plan, even though that opening trade is really showing me if I come in with a plan, even when things don't go according to plan, I'm able to manage it and become profitable. But when I'm doing this and I'm just trying to chase a plan or chase an entry, I'm just constantly eating away at my wins. And I'll tell you, I was super frustrated with myself today. Super frustrated. I knew what was happening. I knew that I had started green and given it away and was just trying so hard to catch that extra entry to go positive that I dwindled all my winnings away. You can see here's where the day starts, and that was this first losing trade here. We went down. It did go a little bit more than I should have allowed, but the volatility on that just moved so quick. It got me in and kicked me out too fast. Sorry. What I will say is on that second play on the rebound, I did collect and really was patient for it well on the next two plays and had a nice, it was a nice base to start. I know that these numbers need to grow, and that's simply just growing the contracts, growing my time in the trade. Right now, my biggest issues are not holding through any sort of movement against myself and just not taking position size to show the numbers. So right now, we're just looking for the technicals to be played out, the trade to be executed correctly. And if you look at my morning trade, collectively was good. All of this in the middle here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 trades, and I don't even realize I'm making 8 trades trying to catch just the 1 second trade. I was extremely frustrated with myself today. I kept swinging and missing, knowing that every time I stepped up to the plate, it was another attempt at a trade that I shouldn't be making because I should only be making the 3, maybe 4. It's one thing to have missed the opening play candle right away, but read the technicals and flip your position and make that play successful. It's another to chase it all day. So that being said, that I did a good job stopping in the middle of the day. I think it really limited how much I let this thing bleed. Even at the end of the day when we came back, let's look at the charts one more time real quick just to get a collective view of the market. At the end of the day here, it just kind of continued to chop the whole time. Let me throw a 5-minute chart up here. That's what I generally switch to after we get those opening plays. And you can see there just wasn't much presentation here. Again, you do see a general uptrend, but if you look, and you know how I like to play those 9 EMAs, it's just a constant line through it all day. This is the second play that I really needed to be on if I wanted to get, so that I could ride it all day with comfort above the 9 EMA. But since I kept trying to catch all the down entries, by the time it showed the actual play that I should have been in, I had already wasted all my capital trying to catch it in the morning kind of fight. So again, good job not trading throughout the middle of the day. Even at the end of the day, I'm waiting for that market maker pump or dump. You got it in the last 15 minutes, it looks like 10 minutes here. And to me, that's not worth the risk. When we get that late in the day, I'm not looking to enter a position. Things can happen to you quickly. You can get caught with positions overnight, which is fine. But when we're just looking for the market maker scalp, it's fine to miss this. And it looks like they really made those moves in the after hours with some ridiculous wicks up here. So all in all, by the end of the day, I want to say I did a much better job. I was very proud of myself for not bothering with any of this because, every candle here looked like a breakout or a fall through, and I just said, no, I'm not doing it till I really see the market makers are there, knowing how frustrated I was with the morning, trying to chase that second play. So that's really all I got for you guys today. Again, I'm at that just frustrated wall, knowing I'm so close to getting to that next step, and knowing that I just keep banging my head into the same thing. So I just, with the same rules, the same goals, the same 3 trades, no trading between 9:30 and 11:15. I really got to stop listening to chat. I know it definitely makes me FOMO, so not trading in the middle of the day just kind of let me smile and nod. And I actually did notice like 3 or 4 plays that I would have made normally that were all losers. So it was like awesome. So I am seeing all these things happening and everything that I'm saying really showing itself in my trading. Now, if I could just take that damn next step, throw the confidence on my back, and just take those trades and execute it the way that, everything that I'm doing and practicing is setting up for. That being said, guys, all I got for you today. Let's just stay patient with this market. Very choppy, really take your trades on some confirmation. Come back tomorrow with the right mindset and have a good trading week to close it out. With that being said, that's all I got, guys. Have a great rest of your day, all right?